Hey, welcome back to Driven Daily and a happy 2019 to you. This is New Year's and I'm kind of celebrating by building out our new Driven Daily shop. I'm extremely excited about this. This is a huge deal. But I've realized we haven't released any videos in a while. So I think we should start with a bit of catch up on how the 2018 season went. And then we'll come back here and I can talk to you about the shop and walk you through some of the projects that we're working on in here. So the season all started with Ascutney 1 in the spring.
Hey guys, welcome back to Driven Daily. Today is not race day, but that's tomorrow. Today we are supposed to be going up to Mount Ascutney in Vermont for the first race of the season. About 2 hours ago. Today it's pretty much all hands on deck, so Maddie behind the camera is cutting the exhaust for me. Thanks, Maddie. The good news is though, the truck is packed. It's ready to go. Header, flex pipe, piece of tube, muffler, piece of tube.
That new header has an output for the EGR valve. We don't have an EGR on that car anymore. So, Maddie, you're gonna be our gopher for the day, and we'll get fitting. Hopefully, you can find one.
So I'm just finalizing my seat placement, and it's looking pretty good. The wings are a little bit wide for me, so I can't quite fit my left arm comfortably if I'm really pulling on the left side of the steering wheel. But I don't think I'll really have any trouble racing like that. If I have to put more steering input than that, I did something really wrong. So I'm pretty comfortable with this. And this is going to put me a lot lower in the car, which is a really good thing. You want to be pretty much as low as you can so that you clear the A-pillars. Right now my helmet can just barely touch them, but that's why I have this SFI padding on them. I think this is a pretty good spot for the seat.
We had previously modified the transmission tunnel, the floor side of the car, to fit our old seat, the Corbeau. And the first order of business with this new one was to finish reinforcing that floor plate, finish welding it all together, and then figure out exactly where the lower front mount for the new Kirky seat was going to live.
Alright guys, it's now 9 p.m. Friday night. That piece of the seat that I'm holding up just needs to go in the car now. Jesse is finishing the welds on the exhaust. We are exhausted. I don't think we're going to make it to the race tonight, but good night's sleep, little food, and we'll pack up early tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be on time for the practice runs and tech inspection. This little V-band will go on the last piece of the exhaust, and then the exhaust will be done. And we need the hangers as well. It's raining quite a lot outside, so Jesse is right now welding in the rain under the tarp, getting the last pieces of the tube for the seat done. And then we'll be done, I guess. Yeah, we should be done. This doesn't fit. This is nerves now. Yeah, this is at an angle that I mean, it could work, possibly, but I'm pretty sure if we weld that where it should be, the exhaust is gonna end up in the wheel. So let's not do that. Jesse went all silent for about an hour now. I'm getting worried. He's still smiling, which is good, but he hasn't said a word for an hour. This is not good. Stay tuned, I guess. If the episodes finish here, you know what happens next, right?
Oh, it sucks. Oh, it really sucks.
Oh, it's wet. Oh, it's cold. Cold. Wet. Ah, that's hot. Ah, it's wet. Again, I get an angle grinder, an extension, so I can electrocute myself.
Yep.
Undercar yoga. Not for the faint of heart. Ow. 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 Okay, so we're looking at making some room for that giganormous exhaust. This is big. Ow. 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 Did I say that already? You see that nice bumper here? It's gonna go. I'm gonna trash it. Like really, really, really bad. Right here, I think we're good.
Where did you put the hanger?
On your left.
Okay. I think I've solved the exhaust hanger problem. It's just gonna take a little bit more work to get there. Mike,
It's me.
see those two lines?
Yeah.
I need a bend in between those two lines, but I put it a little bit too far this way. So follow the arrows just slightly.
Which way do you want to bend?
This way.
Okay, that's going to be our exhaust hanger. It just needs to be in the shape we want it to. So we'll convince it. Surface. Exactly where I want it to be. Yeah, I think it's convinced.
That looks perfect. Hopefully, I did measure it right like I thought I did.
Measured?
Okay, now my favorite. Welding upside down.
Really push your pedal and you climb down.
Yeah, I can. Okay, give me 75. Keep it going, that's good. Okay, give me 100.
See, welding is not hard.
Oh! Okay, I think that hanger is good enough.
Does it hang? Yep.
In order to put the seat where I wanted it, I needed to make some modifications to the cage. And anytime you modify a cage that's already welded into the car, you're going to find that some spots are pretty close to impossible to weld using conventional means. That's where welder's yoga comes in. You find a spot you fit into, or you bend until you do, and weld in the least uncomfortable position possible. My main takeaways from this were try not to use a TIG welder for it. MIG welder is a lot easier because it frees up your second hand, and try not to do this in the rain.
I put on another layer because now it's getting cold. That's great. Those two little pieces of tube are going to go from the straight horizontal bar behind the seat to the seat. So now I need to get the seat back in the car to measure it and see how much I'm going to cut to make these mounts. Okay, so the seat is in the car. That tube transversal still needs to be welded, but we had to fine tune it to make sure that the seat was not askew in any way. And now those little tubes are going to connect that horizontal bar to the seat and hold it slightly higher than it is right now. If you followed our adventures through episodes, you know by now that we kind of never reached the entire goal we set for ourselves.
Everything but Mount Washington. We raced all last year. But this is Mount Washington over again, isn't it?
This is hard. It's raining, it's cold, we're tired.
Really tired.
Everything that we thought would go easy just went the opposite of easy. And we had a lot of fabrication to be done.
Yeah. Should be driving today. Let's get back to work.
Thinking about our friends that are driving right now sucks. Although they're camping in the rain too.
That's the same as the other side. Yep. So 1 3/4. And then the other side is 1 1/2. Yep, exactly.
This is another shit attempt at making something. This plate that has this tube here. Well, we have a lip on the seat, so I'm gonna have to cut some of this and make it even less square. But does it have to be square?
Why's that one so narrow?
Because it's better. It's lighter. Backwards. No. No, you need to trim it out. I think it's time to end the suspense. The plot thickens a lot when you just can't grind and make noise. We want to be somewhat respectful of neighbors. They put up with us for 2 days.
Yeah.
There was about 2 hours work of what?
We still have about 2 hours left of work to do, which would put me going to sleep around midnight and then getting up around 4 in the morning, driving to Ascutney, going through tech, driving up the hill, and then racing up the hill. And I don't think I can do that safely.
It doesn't sound like a good idea to start this season. To kind of shake down the car also after the winter.
Quick way to end the season.
Yeah, that's a good way to end the season. See you next year. No, we'll be back. We'll be back because now the car is almost ready.
Yeah, we have 2 little brackets left to put in, and
Yeah.
1 more floor brace to weld in, and that's really it on the car.
Yeah.
So for Okemo, we can put a little bit of work into the trailer and get that towing ready and finish up the car.
Yeah, for chemo, if we can get the trailer ready, tow the car, we will not have any problems getting there.